Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. Another wonderful day and another day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen when you focus on what is good. I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. And if you think you're not having a good Wednesday, just change how you are thinking and focus on what's good. If you are out there traveling about today, make sure you are keeping yourself safe and keeping your family members safe. Use that hand sanitizer and do not be distracted by being on your phone. So pay attention, be smart, and be safe. If you like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor. Or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. Once again, if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. Well, I do have an inspirational quote for you, and my inspirational quote for you today is: be accountable for your relationships to keep them healthy. Self-accountability and self-awareness will make the difference. You can set the tone for all things in your relationships. Once again, I'm going to read that inspirational quote again. Be accountable for your relationships to keep them healthy. Self-accountability and self-awareness will make the difference. You can set the tone. It's a simple quote. Self-accountability is a personal accountability. It is about taking responsibility for your actions and choices and the outcome of your choices. It's all about owning what you do, what you say, how you act, how you react to everything in your life. When you are accountable for yourself and when you have self-awareness, you are in the moment to understand what you need to appropriate. A lot of times in relationships, people blame shift. They say, well, I did this because of this, or I did this because of that. They made me do this, or they made me mad. But you have the responsibility to set the tone for your day. You have the responsibility to set the tone in all of your relationships. No matter what is going on, no matter what somebody says or do to you, you have the responsibility to set the tone in all of your relationships when you are accountable for you. Because self-accountability is personal. It's very personal. You live with yourself every single day. You wake up with yourself every single day. You look at yourself in the mirror every single day. So be aware of what you need for you. Make sure you replenish yourself. Take time out for yourself. Because when a person is short circuit means when a person is very quick to become impatient and snappy and annoyed very easily. The reason why some people are what I call short circuit is because they don't replenish themselves. They don't take time out for themselves. Because when you replenish yourself, that moment is for you to gather yourself, to meditate, to pray, to just take a moment to reflect on what you need for you. And when you fill yourself up with what you need for yourself, then you are ready to give what is necessary to others. And you can be more accountable. Self-accountability is to me, it's an easy thing because we all should constantly examine ourselves. If you're one of those people and you never examine yourself throughout the day, that's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, yes, it's a problem. Because if you spend your day just looking at everybody else and all the wrong they do and all the wrong that they say or whatever it is that you are observing just outside of yourself, you're paying attention to everybody else instead of yourself, that's a problem. You should be examining your own actions, your own thoughts daily throughout the day. Just as you examine the road when you drive so that you won't have an accident, yes, you need to examine yourself throughout the day so that you can stay in a place of absolute peace in all of your relationships. When you observe to maintain the peace in your life, in your relationships, and when you observe to maintain goodness, and when you observe to maintain healthy relationships, you are taking responsibility for it all with self-accountability. It's not a difficult thing. It really isn't. Because when you are accountable for yourself, you are honest with yourself. And when you are honest with yourself, of course, you are honest with God. So be accountable for yourself and have self-accountability with self-awareness to make the difference in all of your relationships. Don't blame shift. Be responsible for what you say and how you think. Because when you are consistently accountable, nobody will have to force you to apologize. Nobody will have to tell you you are wrong, or nobody will have to correct you, because you will correct yourself when you are accountable. So take on an attitude of self-awareness and self-accountability to maintain healthy relationships. We have a mandate in this hour to maintain healthy relationships. Why? Because our days are numbered. And I know somebody probably saying, what is she talking about? Yes, our days are numbered. These days are short. And tomorrow is not promised. That's what I'm talking about. So we should maintain healthy relationships, good relationships, loyal relationships. Why? Because tomorrow's not promised. So give your best to your husband, your wife, your children, your friends. Give your best. And if for some reason you fall short, just apologize. Get it right. But don't walk around as if you shouldn't have no accountability or self-accountability. You must have self-awareness and self-accountability, because it helps you to understand how to be the best you. It helps you to see what you need in your life and what you don't need in your life. You are the primary driver of your life when you are honest with yourself and when you acknowledge what is necessary and what is not necessary. And when you mess up for whatever reason, because we all mess up sometimes, when you mess up, you can bounce back, get it right. When you walk in self-accountability, because it's just better. It's better to be aware of what you are thinking and what you are doing. It's easy to blame others. It's easy to say, oh, they made me mad. But what about having a different reaction to what somebody might say to you? What about having a different reaction to something that may trigger you? Understand what your triggers are. Understand what makes you upset. Understand simply how to react differently. And how do you learn how to react differently? Start to think differently about the situation. No matter what kind of relationship it is. If it's a work relationship, start to think differently about it. Start to be more accountable for your actions in terms of how you react. Think about how you react Tell yourself, no, this is not necessary. Or if something is necessary, tell yourself, yes, this is necessary. But write things down. Write your thoughts down. And you will have greater self-accountability and more self-awareness. And all your relationships will have a sweet tone because you are accountable. So thank you so much for listening to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. I will be releasing episodes weekly, most likely on Mondays or Tuesdays, as I stated before. So look out for new episodes. I have some news coming soon. I will be announcing in the next few weeks, maybe. But share this podcast with others. And thank you again for listening. And make sure if you decide to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB or you can give at Venmo at SB I thank you so much for your support. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to me all over. And make sure you share this podcast with others. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click like, leave me some feedback. And if you have anything you would like to share or simply just talk to me about, send me an email at sbfavor@yahoo.com via email. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again for listening, and you have a good day.